380 million guns in this country. How do you suggest getting them?
I think we should just do background checks on everyone.
No, we already own them, right? So how do we take the guns away?
I mean, I don't think there's any real physical way we can take away the guns, but how can we prevent this in the future?
Right, but that's important. Since we can't get rid of the 380 million guns, what are we going to do?
If you talk to the average American who owns a legal weapon, they aren't out here committing crimes.
Do this. Why don't we go out into the crowd so I don't have to yell as much? All right. Is that okay, guys? We can kind of do a circle out there. All right. I'll answer your question out there. Okay? All right.
Like, is he
Great.
coming right here and
Yeah.
stay here?
Charlie. Would you both like to have a conversation? Can you both stand here, please? Is it just then face this way? Is it okay if we film it?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Just can you face the? What's the best way to do this, guys? Why don't you both go here? Is that okay? Sorry, we're doing this on the fly.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Okay, so my
Hi,
name
what's
is,
your name?
I'm Ari,
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Anna.
Nice to meet you.
and we're both Manhattan, Kansas natives, which is why I honestly feel extremely disappointed that I see people here that I've grown up with and knew my entire life. It honestly feels pretty honestly.
Yes.
But what I want to know is your opinion on gun violence and gun control.
Well, first, why does it make you feel so bad that they're here?
Because I know that we grew up a different way.
You grew up a different way?
Yes.
What way do you think I espouse?
Very conservative, very.
Does that make me like a bad person? Like.
When you go against my rights and my beliefs, yes, I think so. But
I'm a bad person.
to my question.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I hear a lot. And it kind of sucks when it comes to politics. People act like being a Democrat or conservative is a matter of right or wrong, as if it's a moral and ethical battle rather than a political battle. And the reason I have a problem with that is because it makes it extremely difficult for, and I hear it a lot on the left. I hear it a little bit on the right too. All I'm saying is it makes it very difficult to consistently vote for the best interest if you believe that the Republican Party is evil, or if you believe that the Democratic Party is entirely evil. You will always vote with your bias rather than saying, maybe this party will be better for this election. Maybe this party will be better for this election. Maybe this bill by the left is good. Maybe this bill by the right is good. But some people just believe that one side is just no matter what they do, they're just evil. And it's kind of insane. Like this young woman, but let's get into it.
Yeah.
About gun violence?
Yes.
What in particular?
Like the shootings that are going on in America, that thousands of kids are dying.
Well, thousands of kids aren't dying every year, but a lot of kids are dying. You're right.
It's actually 30,000 kids die a year due to gun violence.
30,000 kids do not die. 30,000 total people die due to gun violence, 2/3 of which are suicide, and the majority are urban violence. You guys can fact check me on this at any time, by the way. 30,000 kids do not die of gun violence a year. So in order to be consistent, because you care about gun violence,
Yes, I do.
should we take all the pistols away so that no gang violence can happen in Kansas City, Chicago, Houston, etc.?
Yeah.
So all pistols should be taken.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
So Americans should not have any guns at all.
I don't think so. No.
Do you agree?
I do agree.
So no guns at all. So we have about 380 million guns in this country. How do you suggest getting them?
I think we should just do background checks on everyone.
No, we already own them, right? So how do we take the guns away?
I mean, I don't think there's any real physical way we can take away the guns, but how can we prevent this in the future?
Right, but that's important. Since we can't get rid of the 380 million guns, what are we going to do?
There has to be some form of incentive to get people to give up their guns in order
So
for that to happen.
like buybacks and
Yes.
confiscation?
Even the premise of their argument is just kind of flawed, because if you talk to the average American who owns a legal weapon, they aren't out here committing crimes. Like the vast majority, 99.99% of humans are not out here committing gun crimes. I'd even bring it further, and I don't know if this is statistically true. I don't think the majority of gun crimes are with legal weapons. So here's the thing. If you were to impose some type of litigation to remove guns, because that's what these young women are saying. They want to take them. They don't want any legislation against owning them or make it harder. They want to take guns. Okay. How will that help gun crimes from illegal weapons? Because criminals are going to get their guns anyways. They're already illegal. They're going to get their weapons regardless. So if you say, let's just take weapons from citizens who aren't even committing gun crimes, if I would believe that would make gun crime worse because people who don't own weapons people who don't legally own weapons, they would still have their guns. So my thing is, how would that help? I really don't understand.
Yes.
Yeah. Got it. So you would get rid of the Second Amendment?
Yeah.
Okay. Why?
Because children are dying.
Got it. So 30,000 people.
Children are dying.
Got it. 30,000 people die of gun violence a year, right? 30,000. 55,000 people die from auto fatalities every year. Should we get rid of cars?
Is that what we're talking about?
Yes, it is. No, you said 30,000. That's a lot of people, but a lot more people die because of cars. So we should get rid of them, right?
I don't think so. That's different.
No, it's not different. It's more people. We care about people, right? So we should try to make America safer, get rid of liberty, so cars got to go. Yeah?
So.
Well, but I thought we'll save lives. We'll save 55,000 lives a year.
Yeah, and
When you have liberty, you have bad things that happen. So, for example, when you have driving, we all love to drive. You have 55,000 people a year that'll either drive drunk or going ahead in traffic, but we accept the cost for the freedom. With guns, there are a lot of benefits to have guns. A lot.
What?
You can protect yourself against home invasion.
9 times out of 10, if you have a gun in your home, it is more likely to be used against you.
Yeah, if you have suicidal ideation and mental health problems, that's true.
If someone
For sure.
breaks into my house and steals my gun, that means I have suicidal
Well, no.
ideation.
The stat you're referencing is if the gun is used against you is only true if it's talking about self-harm. It's not true in other means. So you as young ladies on campus here, I don't know if you go to KSU or not,
Yeah.
but you have a gun, you can protect yourself against someone trying to attack you.
I also have a knife, pepper spray.
Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, knife and pepper spray won't do anything if a guy really wants to attack you. So a gun is an equalizer. So I hope you guys own guns, both of you.
We do not.
Why? I mean, I guess you're just, that's fine. That's your right. You could choose to own or not. But I guess the question is you must be consistent. If we want to stop the killing, then there's a lot of things we got to get rid of. We got to get rid of baseball bats. A lot of people die with baseball bats, domestic abuse. Got to get rid of knives. By the way, a lot of people die with knives, right? Because if it's about stopping the killing and ensuring safety, there's a lot of things we have to get rid of. But we don't have a government that's built on safety. We have a government that's built on liberty.
so why don't we have a government that's built on safety and protecting the people?
Got
that
it.
They are
No, that's an
they're
important
protecting?
question.
I think the young women's here, I think they have good intentions. I really do think they have good intentions. They want to lower all the shootings that are happening in regards to children specifically. That's what they brought up. That's the point that they mentioned, so I'm going to stay on that. And I think that is a good point. I think too many of those things happen to the point where there has to be some type of litigation. But when you go into the fact that you're trying to take amendments, take away Second Amendments away from citizens, I just don't think that's the best way to do it. I do think, though, something that I've heard online, and I think it's a great thing we can do, is you can start adding insurance for weapons, specifically firearms. If every single weapon in America had to be insured the way like a car was insured or a house was insured, I think the crime rate would dramatically drop. I really do. Because just imagine the safety that would have to happen if the United States government said, yeah, all your firearms have to be insured now. Everyone you cause harm to, that's an insurance claim. I think when you hurt the pockets of things, then there has to be some type of legislation. And I think responsible gun owners wouldn't even have a problem with that. They say, okay, yeah, insurance. But I think that would hurt irresponsible gun owners. But anyways, let's continue.
Because why don't we have a government built on safety? That's not the American birth certificate. Our birth certificate is that you guys can do as you see fit, and there will sometimes be amazing things and negative things that happen. And when the negative things happen, we're going to rally as a people, but that's part of the human condition.
So school shootings are a part of the human condition.
Well, school shootings are a choice because we should have school resource officers. Do you think we should have armed guards? Not every school. Do you think we should have armed guards at every school in America?
I don't think so. What's keeping those armed guards from
So do you think we should have armed guards at the football game tonight?
I don't think we need to.
You don't need to? I thought we were worried about gun violence. So no armed guards at the football game. Should we have armed guards in front of banks?
I was in a school shooting my senior year of high school, and an armed guard saved my life.
An armed guard saved your life? Mm-hmm. So if we had more armed guards in schools, would it be a better thing?
Absolutely.
I think so.
But what I'm getting at is we protect our money with guns, we protect our airplanes with guns, we protect our sporting events with guns, but we don't protect our kids with guns. Why is that?
Yeah, why is that?
Thank you both.
I disagree.
Thank
I
you.
had a question too.
Okay, thank you both for your dialogue. Who needs a hat?
I need a hat.
I need a hat. There we go. All right, there we go. There we go. You really want one. All right. Okay, can you hear me okay on the audio? Is that okay? Yeah. Okay, so to answer your question, we need more state agencies to no longer require a college degree when they're actually hiring people.
Okay.
So I'm sorry, guys. I'm not going to talk loud on this. I'm losing my voice. I got to do an event with Tucker. So yeah. So I'm sorry. I'm not gonna yell and lose my voice. That's bad for everybody. But to answer your question, we need more state agencies to no longer require a college degree when it comes to it. And now you're talking about the certification, is that right?
Yeah, like they won't certify you to be able to be like a funeral director, for example. You have to
A
go.
funeral director needs a college
to get
degree.
A college degree.
So
yes.
that is a great point. That is a great place to try to reform in the state agencies. Try to say that we will no longer require a college degree when it comes to.
I'm unsure why a funeral director would have to have a college degree. I really don't understand that. It doesn't make sense to me. I do think, of course, and I think majority of Americans believe this, a few jobs you need a college degree. Like my major, I'm electrical engineering. I don't see how someone can realistically do that without years of education. I'm not going to lie. I know being a doctor or a lawyer, it would be extremely difficult to jump into these fields without formal education, but when you have jobs just randomly require college degrees and they know the degree doesn't necessarily add to the job, it doesn't make sense to me. I feel like it's very performative to an extent.
Certification.
So would that be through your state legislature? Or
Legislature
how would
and
you...
governor. The governor can definitely push that, but
Okay.
you have a terrible governor.
Awesome. Yeah, we
God
do.
bless you.
Thank you
you.
so much.
All right. Yes. Okay.
But anyways, I'm going to finish this video here. Let me know what you guys think. It's LFR Jojo, and I'll see you on the next one.